Wednesday, April 1st, April Fool's Day. This patch of tulips is just beautiful. We brought out some of the zinnias that we had started inside. Put some of them that were smaller under cups so that the squirrels don't get them. We found that is very helpful. So they're all over. There's another one in all of the beds. I have a bunch of Lily of the Valley starting to come up. And we put it inside the edgers last year when we redid the beds. And so that way hopefully they'll contain them and not get back there with the irises. And over here, look at these they're not opened up. I guess they'll open up more later in the day. But aren't those tulips so unique and adorable? First, wild Sweet William. So this whole patch will turn into a purple. That's one of my favorite flowers. We got some inexpensive tablecloths at Walmart. They're going to do. So the birds were trying to get on all of our lights, and so we've done the trash bag trick. It doesn't look very good, and tied trash bags up here. They were really trying to get on that one. We hung up some ferns, and they were trying to get in the ferns, and that trash bag trick that we had last week to get rid of them from building a nest on the fan is working on the lights. So hopefully after we train them, we can take those down. They look so funny. And we have another fern up here with another trash bag. This is the container that the paper whites were in the winter. So we're hoping they'll die back and I can replant them again next year. An adorable patch of tulips. Also tablecloth on this table. One of these days we're going to fix the stones, but these are so pretty. Love the pink and yellow. We had a gift of this stone. It's not going to go here. It's just here temporarily in memory of my brother-in-law, hubby's brother, who passed away. Hyacinth are really starting to be done blooming, but tulips are pretty. Grape hyacinths are still pretty, and all these beautiful tulips. So unique. Lots of growth on the grapevine and lots of growth coming out on the wisteria. Thursday at lunchtime, and we set up the umbrella and we just walked the tables to the back and had our Zoom Bible study and ate lunch. Really, really fun. I love this view of the backyard. It might be hard to see on the video, but this is when we look out the windows from the house, what we see. And if you zoom in, there's just so much beautiful color. Got the table and chairs set up. Worked the last 2 nights on the stones there. Or 2 days, not nights. See how pretty it looks? I love sitting here and looking down at the pretty flowers. It's such a fun scene. Oh, the sun is coming out as we're talking. Had Bible study out here. Got the fountain running. Love, love this. We need to whitewash that bench. But look at tulips starting to come out. These tulips are so pretty. Peony's really coming up. I love the pink-tipped yellow roses. Not roses, tulips. And these are like peach and pink. A bunch more getting ready to bloom there. Phlox is getting bigger. Isn't it beautiful? I moved that stone that we got as a gift for my brother-in-law that passed away a week ago. These pink ones are so pretty. And look at the color combinations here. Moved the bird bath where it's been for the last few years next to that pole, so it'll be easier to mow, and filled it. Looks cute. So you'll remember we had mud standing there because the water didn't run off right. So we spent the last 2 days, a couple hours yesterday and a couple hours today, pulling up every single stone and resetting it. It's a little wet right now because we wetted it and stomped them down, but it makes a great place for our table. And if we want, we can take that and move it over here and sit with people. And that's where our hot tub used to sit. Maybe in future years we'll get another hot tub, but not this year. Great view. Sunday, April 5th, and the lawn is mowed again for the 3rd time. It's beautiful. This pot used to have herbs in the patio, but since we've redone the patio and the pot that was on this table broke, put some flowers in it. We need to paint this. We whitewash everything, and we haven't got it all whitewashed yet. Hubby does that. But look at the grapes coming out, and wisteria coming out. I spy some more flowers there. I'm not sure what they are. So, when we bought the ferns a week ago, Sunday, I bought a few annuals so I could fill my hanging pots. Our plan is to fill the beds with zinnias that we start from seeds so we can social distance. And so there's one on the swing there that we have a new hook we're going to hang here in a short bit. And then all of the others are in a row down there, 6 of them. So I'd like to put something else in them. Right now they're kind of shade cold weather flowers that are in them that maybe a few weeks down the road we can get something different and put a few in there as always. Yep, this social distancing, I started social distancing before everybody else did, and staying home, and I've been staying home at least 4 weeks now, and I can count, besides work, that I have been somewhere 4 times. I went to the grocery store twice, once for us and once for our son as he was coming back from the military, and I went to a meeting, and I went to Lowe's to get the ferns and the flowers last week. We moved the metal sunflower over there. You'll remember videos ago how we moved the 100-year-old barn gate over and put it where hopefully the ditch lilies would go through, and you see they're growing through, and I thought that looked pretty cool there, right next to it. Complemented it well. So someone on Facebook asked me how you could tell the difference between crocus and tulip. I'm like, that is a huge difference. So these little grassy leaves that have a stripe down them are crocuses, and they're very small, and they bloom first, and then see right next to it the tulips. Look how large the leaves are and how big the tulips are. And I see this bed is coming out. See all these little flowers in here? Those are evening primrose. They'll fill this bed usually in a few months, but I need to get, this is a purple poppy mallow here next to the rock, and I need to get them away from that. So just so people know, I got some something coming up there. I'm not sure what they are. See them? They're cute. But see these little grassy things with the stripe down them? Those are crocus leaves. Crocuses bloom first, sometimes in January in the snow. These are tulips. And these are tulips. I just love this patch. I want more of these with the pink on the yellow edges, and then white and pink mixed together. I just love these. I have to figure out which they are. I want more. I have to do something with that after those die back. Wild Sweet William is gorgeous. One of my favorite. I just love the color. Been weeding the beds. Got lots of weeds. Put a few pansies in right there. I've always wanted to plant pansies, but I never have because they're for cool weather, and then they're not good. Geraniums are now planted in this that is a pot that was on my grandparents' front porch. So I always have to fill them with geraniums. They look so good there. I absolutely love this patch of tulips. It's more of the yellow with the pink and white. And I mean, when I look at them from our picture window, this is the sight I see. And the birds frequent there, and then right behind me are the bird feeders. They love that bowl. They can put their feet right on the edges so well. So there were 2 snapdragons I bought. They are my grandma's favorites, so I always put some in the front bed. And these, you remember from weeks ago, are getting huge, and they've got buds on them. I've started cutting back deadheading, and you see I've got to do that with the daffodils, and I've been doing that with some of the hyacinth. I'm going to tie those daffodils down. Then if you can see, gorgeous red bud. And another one. This is the old one. It's probably 60 years old, and I think red buds are only supposed to last 30 to 40 years. And this one was started off of the other one. So the grape hyacinths still look pretty in this first bed. Purple poppy mallow still doing well. See, here's the crocus grass. There's some zinnias from inside. And I'm excited about the lily of the valley. These were my other grandma's favorites, and we transplanted them, and I didn't think they would come up, but we got our first little blooms, and they should spread and fill up that area. And then over here, look at these tulips. They are so unique. I love them. And I love that they're short. And I love the shape of them. And I love the yellow and the pink. I want more. Okay, so I'm deadheading the daffodils. You have to deadhead the bulbs, the flowers off the bulbs after they're done blooming, so that the energy of the plant goes back down into the bulbs in the ground and doesn't focus on the bulb anymore. And I usually in the past have used rubber bands to kind of gather these and bend them over. Some people say don't do this, they don't get enough sun. I have always done it and they've always bloomed again. So this time I'm just using a little bit of twine, and the rubber bands seem to break and they seem to slide and pop off. Kind of like, rubber bands that rubber band and shoot at people. So hopefully this works better. And man, there's tons of weeds. They're getting away from me. I've been weeding this bed. My handy dandy bucket that I put all my stuff in that I've been weeding. I don't know what I would do without this thing. Hangs on the patio. So I have no idea what these are, but they got left from last year, and I'm gonna cut the dead back, but look, they're coming back. I'm excited. We're busy getting all the leaves out. Now these are surprise lilies, and we left them there on purpose, and but we dug up probably 100 of them along here, and look, they survived. See, all on the edge, all of them. We dug up and gave away hundreds of them last year, and they still are there. And there's the daffodils all tied up. Been working all day and the sun is setting. I forgot to show you last weekend when we put the shutters back up. We tied it with some jute. We use jute for everything, to the pole, and then put fabric there to cover it up, and I thought it would look pretty cute. There's one on each side. The jute is so the partition won't fall down in the wind. It stays until the wind whips it. But I'm laying here on the futon enjoying myself finally. Look at the blue skies. And I spied a tag on the fern. I'm going to forever see it till we take it off.